Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Toonkind at 12 FPS. This is Self-Care, you've been goat affectionate. My name's Avi. I'm playing a certain real kind, idiot thief, named Arata, and I am joined today by two wonderful people. Will you please introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Authenticity. I will be playing the TikTok chicken, who is having a day.
Hi, my name is Magic, and I am playing a stupid goat. Affectionate.
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 I'm playing a satyr called Seeker. Who may or may not show up later, but do a thumbs up.
We'll see.
God. So, to start things off, Avi, when TOC enters the cafe, with the purpose of looking for the person that they know only as the foolish journeyman, what awaits them? What do they have to do to find this relatively unnamed individual?
To clarify, it's an inn. It's a back alley, a pretty small, out of the way area. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought. But like, yeah, the last one in is a small bit. There really isn't much to it. It's literally just a front area and then a staircase off to the side, and then the restaurant is in towards the back. And really, if you walk past the front desk, you would be able to just find this kid who is sitting behind the counter of the restaurant and is vibing there. For story's sake, I'll just say that it is a slow day, a very, very slow day, because there is nobody else. They don't have any customers at the moment.
I mean, they consult the piece of paper that they have clutched in a wing, and they're like, well, maybe it's this guy. And I think that they just sort of like flap onto the counter and just sort of regard this individual. Sure is a child, huh?
This is a just by looking at him, he's either late teens, early, more around that range.
Child. This is a very old bird. Hey, Arata, you have what seems to be a fucking chicken sitting on your counter looking at you.
You know those days where you're just like, this might as well happen? Is this chicken, like, obviously a toon, or?
They look, for a toon, remarkably real kind. They look mostly real kind, a little bit of an outline on some of their feathers, with cartoonish angry eyebrows.
I think he loves that, actually. But when you excuse me, when you get on like one of the stools in front of the counter,
no, they're on the counter,
he kind of like looks up from whatever. Oh, they are on the counter. Okay,
this is a small bird.
He looks over in your direction, and he looks you over like, oh, that's a chicken. and he goes, hi, what can I get for you?
They sort of squint at the letter, and they look back at them with sort of this expression of someone who suspects that there's a trick that's been played on. Like, they've got sort of the, am I being punked look? And they sign in Toon sign language. You would happen to be the foolish journeyman, would you?
Let me get the intelligence, because I did say before this that Arata is learning sign, but he's not fluent, so, like, give me a sec. Oh my god. God fucking bless. That was
Nice.
a modified 18. You can tell that this kid is watching you sign, and he's watching you, like, trying to, like, make sure he's, like, got it right. But he just goes, the moment you sign foolish journeyman, he's just like, he kind of like blinks like, oh, huh, and he goes, yeah, that's me. Are you one of Seeker's friends?
They actually look pretty relieved, because they don't think that Seeker would, no, actually Seeker would absolutely give them a weird name to call one of his friends. That actually does seem like a Seeker move. And they sign, well, actually they start to sign something very eagerly, and then they stop, and they pause, and then they pause again, and they reach into their hammer space. Yeah, they do a little magician's flourish in the air with their wing, and they pull out a notepad and pen, and they write, well, for my part, I'm Seeker's friend. I don't know how he feels about me at the moment. But it's about him that I've come to you.
I think he's just, like, kind of, like, brows furrowed, like, oh, that's definitely something concerning to say.
You can
he's
roll
just
an
like,
insight
why
check on
is
the
he
chicken if you like.
Don't mind if I do.
Oh no.
That was the nat one.
A nat one. They are inscrutable. You've never had to read a chicken before. My gosh.
This is a chicken.
You gave into their soul. They are chicken.
A chicken.
God.
Yeah, but, like, no, he gets a concerned look, like, why? Is he alright? Did something happen?
They sort of shuffle their wings, and they write in their notebook, the last time I saw him, he was telling me some lies about things that you shouldn't lie about. Things like his own well-being. It is not such a difficult thing to ask someone to take care of themselves, but things seem to spiral. Perhaps you would even have a better idea than me. It sounds as if you have known him longer, but I would very much just like to check up on him and make sure that he is eating well and drinking water and not putting himself in danger that he shouldn't. And he has spoken very highly of you, and you sound as if you are a person who is good at, and they stop and they sort of tap their pen to their beak while they think of the right word. And they finally write, subtlety. I am not. I am a chicken.
I think he does chuckle at that.
And like they have sort of this, even with a nat 1, like they've got like some little grandma glasses on their beak. Like they've got sort of this like grandparently sort of grave air when they look at you. Like this is something that they're taking seriously. And they're just sort of looking at you for a response.
I think you can tell at like after a for a brief moment, Arata has this, well, you know him as the foolish journeyman. He has this look on his face that's kind of like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. And he takes a deep breath and he sighs and he looks like he wants to say something, but he's not sure how to say it.
Could they roll insight on that?
And he's like, yeah, go ahead and roll insight.
All right. $17.
Whew. All right. Let me figure out how to put this into words. You get the impression that this kid suspected that there's something up, with Seeker, but, he hasn't been sure how to go about, like, talking about it, and he just kind of, like, sighs and rubs a hand against the back of his neck, and he's just like, yeah, I'm not sure where he is currently, but, I would also like to check up on him if it's, yeah.
They nod.
Doing this.
They write, he hasn't stopped responding to my letters, but it's taking longer and longer. I will say the last time I spoke with him, I tried to confront him, and I believe I spooked him pretty badly. And they look very depressed about this. This has been weighing on their mind. Like, that insight, like, again, this is not a subtle individual. Like, they're wearing their heart pretty well on their sleeve when it comes to this matter. This is bothering them a lot.
Did they introduce themselves?
They did not. They're just a friend of Seeker's at the moment.
Alright, I think in that case, Arata kind of leans against the counter and he just goes, what'd you say your name was?
They stop because they forgot. They go, and they sign, I am TOC. Nice to meet you. And because of the way that sign language works, you might just think that their name is TOC. Because that's how you say your name in sign language, is you just spell it out.
Yeah. And he goes, nice to meet you, TOC. My name's Arata Satomi. I have known Seeker for a bit. and pretty recently I have seen a few things about Seeker that does have me concerned. If it's getting this bad, I think we can both agree that some intervention is necessary.
They actually look a little bit amused, because the first time they met Seeker, they were intervening on someone else's well-being. They're just like, ah, yes.
That's
how turn the tables. The last time I had to bully someone into sleeping well, Seeker was on my side. But now, we see how it is.
The turntables.
So, let's see. Hey, Magic. Is there any argument to be made to roll a general insight on Seeker to think about where he might be at this moment? Because they do know that he was on a trip. He might be back. He might not be. But, like, can TOC sort of do that cartoonish, like, if I was Seeker, where would I be?
I have a guess. Like, I have a guess. And I think Arata might also guess this, too.
I also have a guess, but...
Sure, go ahead, roll an insight.
$13.
13. There's a thought bubble that appears above TOC's head. If TOC was a goat man, where would TOC go? Well, probably somewhere with a lot of books. Or maybe a theater.
I was...
And
See, Arata's first guess would have been the... Oh, sorry, continue.
Oh, sorry, honey, you go. I can say my thing later.
Alright, because, like, Arata's first guess would have been the Meta's narrative. Second guess, probably a library of sorts. Oh, like...
Yeah. Honestly, very predictable, this man.
Yeah, and TFC does know that the Meta's narrative is having, like, all hands on deck right now. Like, it's... Anyone who's associated with it is probably going to be there trying to keep, you know, the place from exploding with all the people that's there for Animus / the Solstice.
Yeah.
I think that, like, there's this moment where they're both, like, sort of very seriously thinking. And then they look at each other and, like, both snap their fingers at once and point, like, the Meta's narrative.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, boy.
Scene change.
Scene change.
Scene change.
Hey, Arata, you're suddenly in front of a building.
Yeah. Oh, is this like an actual cartoon logic?
Do you want it to be a cartoon logic scene change?
Oh, that would make it
probably
first.
I think when like the scene changes, or there's like a brief moment where Arata's like, oh, okay, wait, Genie, and checks his bag. Genie is in there.
Meanwhile,
Genie, my beloved.
Oh, God. Meanwhile, TUC also is looking around like, what the fucking fuck? But...
God.
Jesus.
Okay, I should probably do descriptions and not just be like, yep, alright. I'm gonna say, God, I don't know when Under the Rug happens technically in the fucking timeline, because this is before Under the Rug, but also it's currently running animes in real time, and I don't know.
Sorry, Jade. We're not
It's
making
fine, we'll figure
better.
it out later.
I'm so sorry, retcon. I'm not really, but again. Anyway.
Hee-hoo.
Alright. The meta's narrative, I will say, it's probably during the week of the event, or probably, yeah. I mean, TOC's probably, showstoppers probably happened.
Yeah,
it is...
No, I did not see the fan!
No,
You're
sorry, I
there,
didn't... Oh. Avi's dead.
I don't know if you're still listening, but I can do small description. Alright.
Oh. Yeah, you're listening.
Yeah. Oh, baby. But, alright. So, Meta's narrative is currently, very busy right now. Arata, I know you can't respond right now, but, it's way busier than you last saw this place. There's an actual, it's probably, what time do you say this FPS is happening?
It was probably like just noon when TOC got to the last one in, so
Just noon, so it's not as busy as it would be in the evenings and afternoons. I am going to say if it's noon, there's probably not a line really. But there are a lot of people still milling about and going in, going out. Some of them are eating popcorn. And you can pretty easily just walk into the place if you'd like to.
Yeah,
no, I think oh.
There you go, Avi, sorry.
I think Arata just starts to walk in well, here. He walks in, looks around. Seeker's not readily visible, right?
No, there's actually proper lines to this place this time for the desk lady who's managing everything. TOC, it's that same goblin lady. It's that same goblin lady.
Fucking delightful.
And she's sort of just kind of ticking coins on the counter while handing out tickets to make sure to count how many people are in the building so they don't have any fire hazards. Like you do.
I think Rada's probably going to start asking around, see if anybody's seen a goat man.
Anyone seen a goat man?
Hey, have you all seen a goat man?
Okay.
TOC is going to go up to the goblin lady. You can resolve Avi's first, but
yeah. All right, Avi, would you like to roll a general persuasion to see how many people want to give you information?
Yeah, let's do it. Are you rolling 17s?
17.
Alright, 17 plus, what's your persuasion? Yeah, it's decent.
19. There's a lot of people in here that... Descriptions. A lot of the patrons sort of milling around, say they have not seen a goat man. They have not seen a goat man called Seeker. They have not seen a real kind goat man, named Seeker. Someone did mention that before the place, it's probably one of the followers themselves, that's milling around doing some general maintenance stuff. Maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
I totally can speak today. And she says that, yeah, the goat man was here a few days ago. Mostly because he had an argument with the schedule makers.
Oof. Yikes.
All right.
It apparently he tried to reserve a time slot and they couldn't fit in what he wanted, so he got angry and left. I don't know.
Weird.
Somehow that doesn't surprise me.
Alright. Oh boy.
All right.
TOC. Yes, Goblin Lady.
Yes, they're going to walk up and sign, "Hello, I was one of the people who confronted a god for you. I need some information about one of your storytellers."
The Goblin Lady blinks. Oh, right. Oh, yeah, right. Hi, welcome back. What did you need? I mean, if you need information about the storytellers, there's, pamphlets for, kind of like, she snaps her fingers, 'cause remembering stuff. Anyway, we have, like, general, what today is happening, the whole week, that sort of thing.
Apparently he got into an argument and left. We need to know where. Would have been a real kind satyr. Perhaps seeker.
She, like, puts a hand up to her face and, like, pinches, like, between her brows. God damn it. It's the same fucking satyr. Anyway, yeah, was in here when we were doing scheduling, wanted to block out 12 hours. That's not healthy. So we didn't.
They look at this lady like, holy shit.
She's not lying. And for obvious reasons, because this is an entire establishment, people who have schedules, the full time for even one show is usually an hour, 5 for the more experienced members. He wanted 12.
If I promise that I'm going to yell at him about that, will you tell me where he might be?
She... Oh, Avi! Oh, hon. Okay. The lady does kind of like, raise an eyebrow at that, and just kind of nods, idly clicks together a few coins. I have a jar of coins here. Don't worry about it. Idly messes with a few coins. Where would he have gone? I am not this man's keeper. She's just... Let's see here. Well, any good place would be the Toontown Library. However, noting he wanted to block out 12 hours before, it's also a safe bet he'd go somewhere a bit public-centered to tell stories regardless.
They, like, sigh when she says the Toontown Library because, great. But they nod in thanks, and they put a gold in her jar in thanks.
She takes the coin and tosses it back at you.
Okay.
Hi, Avi, welcome back. I did a little bit more,
Sorry, what is...
God. I did a little bit more exposition. Basically, he's not here. He tried to block out 12 hours.
Yeah, yikes.
And, could be pointed in two directions of either Toontown Library or a public space where he could tell stories to people regardless of scheduling.
I mean, technically that's still the library. Also, if you go to the library, I can use my librarian NPC in her wonderful, wonderful voice. But yeah, TUC like finishes up talking to this lady, and they sort of like very courteously wish her, a happy solstice, and then they turn around to Arata like 12 fucking hours. I'll kill him.
He did what?
He tried to block out 12 hours to tell his stories without a break.
Arata like puts his hands together and brings the tips of his fingers to his lips, doing that like Nicolas Cage expression, the one.
Yeah, TUC's like they're like pacing back and forth. There's a little bit of steam coming out of their head. Like they are like you can roll insight if you want, but they're fucking worried, man. God.
I'll roll inside. Give me a inside. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's a 21.
21, okay. Now that you spend a little bit more time, it's a little bit easier reading this chicken. You can actually see like a little bit of like oh.
Sorry, the baby is, like I said, baby's doing stuff.
She's a part of the proceedings. She's telling our story with us. But you can actually see that there's a twinge of like parental worry on this chicken. Like they do not like what they've just heard, and it seems to match in a pattern, and they're just like, they have that sort of like parental, like, when I get my hands on him, he's not going to like it.
Yeah, no, I think he it's kind of like a brief moment of, oh, aw, oh, uh-oh.
This chicken is grandparent.
This chicken is one, a parent, two, apparently Seeker's grandparent.
God.
I don't know what to tell you.
And Arata just goes, okay, well, doesn't seem to be here. I can guess was probably the library. So
Scene change.
Arata doesn't actually go to the library that often. I don't know if anybody wants to do a generic description, I guess, but
Well, Magic, this is still sort of your show, but I do have my librarian NPC.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm writing down something because I didn't do it earlier, and it would be fun to do it now because I forgot to do it earlier in the week. Anyway, don't worry about it.
So you get to the
I am looking respectfully.
Same. You get to the Toontown Library, and you step into, the atrium, which has, high ceilings and a front desk, with sort of this squat, sort of toadish-looking woman, who looks up and goes, "Hello and welcome to the Toontown Public Library. How may I help you today?"
Hang on, Avi need like a moment to like process that. I wasn't expecting it. Thank you.
Gosh.
Thank you very much. And just goes, "Hi, yeah, we're looking for a certain individual. Do you want to have happened to seen like a rewind satyr about yay tall, wears a whole lot of accessories, and I mean like a lot of accessories, sunglasses too, indoors."
Has she seen this individual?
Okay. She has.
Yeah, I have.
And, he, these libraries have dungeons for people who are being loud. He's not in one, but, God, I can't believe I have to explain this.
I love that.
He's, well, I can't words right now. He was here. He is no longer here. Did check out some books, under the name of Nebula Rose?
Oh, you have got to be kidding me.
Jesus H. Christ. Yeah, the librarian goes, "Yeah, he was here. He was using his friend's library card that he stole again." What do you need him for?
This is we're kind of running I guess you could call it an intervention plot right now.
Good,
It's a whole thing. Thanks so much.
Gosh.
Baby, no! I put that there for a reason. Stop! Alright. Gotta stop him.
How are you doing, Magic?
But yeah, I think he takes like a moment and he's just like, yeah, that's why we're kind of looking for him. So he's not here now.
Does she have any idea where this troublesome satyr could have gone?
Arata's next question would have been like, what books did he check out, as if that could give them any hint.
I will say he was kind of it sounded like he was debating going to a park. I am leading you on a wild goose chase. Congratulations. Anyway.
That's why I made the child car how it is.
Mm-hmm. God.
A wild goat chase.
Here we go.
But yeah, he was mentioning like, he was debating something about a park. And if Arata does ask what books he was checking out, they were generally like, sort of history books. Probably about some like local stuff, maybe some more recent history to kind of go through, you know.
Yes, we was heading to a park. I'm not saying all of that in the voice, but yeah, she basically outlines. I mean, like, yeah, he checked out A History of Inkwell, What You Should Never Under Any Circumstances Say About Toontown, History of Coat Hangers.
God. History of coat hangers.
Arata's just like, alright,
Oh, hang on.
well,
Is it the criminal?
It is the criminal.
Criminal!
Come here. The door's open. Little friend, no crimes. You will be a good baby today. All right.
God.
He has
Hi.
arrived.
God.
Sorry about that.
no, you're fine. I think Arata's just like, alright, kind of does like a gentle drum against the counter or the desk or whatever, and he goes, next time, and thanks for helping us out. See you around.
Yeah, good luck, kid. Bye, small weird chicken. And TOC just sort of awkwardly waves.
Yeah, okay, here's a question, because TOC is small.
Mm-hmm.
Would they protest at all being on Arata's shoulder? Because he is used to just like animal shapes on his shoulders at this point.
Yeah, no, it like they give you slightly a look when you just sort of pick them up, but like once they're on your shoulder, they're just like, yes, I am tall. Or taller. They actually don't know how tall Arata is, but
Arata is like 5'9".
cool. Yeah, so they
Yeah.
they head to the park. Scene
Another
change.
scene change. I don't know what the weather was like before this, but there's definitely snow on the ground in this park.
Hell yeah.
You know, for the guy who doesn't wear a shirt. Anyway.
Yeah, TOC looks disgusted. Snow.
And would you all like to roll a perception?
I'd love to.
Yes. Don't mind if I do. Holy shit.
Oh, like a 13. 23.
Why are you rolling so high?
God. Okay. 13. Both of you are able to notice the this park isn't full. I can definitely words. This park isn't one of like the more central parks to Toontown. It's sort of out of the way, kind of smallish. But still a public space that gets decent foot traffic. Definitely not enough foot traffic at like 1 in the afternoon. Because people are doing stuff. They're at work or at home. It's cold. But
I mean, understandable.
I will say both of you are able to notice the very Seeker has a strange footprint because he has A, goat hooves, and then B, horseshoes, which he definitely should not be wearing. Anyway, but they do make an interesting like sort of track on the ground. Both of you can definitely see that with above a 10. Arata, you can almost swear you could hear him off in the distance.
Well, we're definitely on the right track.
I think that
Starts
TOC
following those footprints.
will stop Arata beforehand, and they're just gonna go. They're gonna take out their notebook again, so he doesn't have to worry about translating. And they write, "I am 30 to 70% sure that he at some point is going to run. I am a little bit surprised that he didn't run when I talked to him before. And I suspect that he will not want to be in a situation where he has to talk to us. Do we want to make some sort of game plan?"
Arata winces and he tries to think because he did not plan this far ahead.
Better late than never.
Oh boy, plans. Oh boy, plans. Those are not his strong suit. He's a leap before you think kind of guy. I think he's like he kind of like takes a deep breath and he asks, do you want to like hang back for a bit? Because I don't. If you said he's a bit, jumpy, it might be better off if I try talking to him alone. But other than that, I
they
kind of just sighs.
They reach over and they preen a little bit of his hair, just sort of reassuringly. They go, I mean, there is a definite possibility that if I just hang out in his bag, he won't see me. There's a definite possibility that if I just hang out on your shoulder, he won't see me. They're just, I mean, do you know that thing where when a cat is on your lap, you can't move? Because you
Absolutely, don't want... I live with one.
They wave at Genie in the bag. Could you just hand me to him while he's sitting down? So that he can't get up?
And he just goes, absolutely.
I can't believe this is the God.
This is the game plan.
Well, we're not gonna outrun him, so this is the best we've got.
And Arata hates trapping people. Anyway.
Underneath a fluffy chicken this time, so it's arguably less terrible.
It was TOC or Genie, because it worked with Genie too. And Arata just goes like, okay, yeah, I can do that. If that does, Genie, you're on deck. Don't complain.
God. TOC and Genie exchange stern looks like, yes, we are on a mission. A fluffy, petable mission.
But yeah, we gonna find the goat man.
Gonna go find
his hours now.
God.
The baby has made a return.
God.
He didn't know.
Gosh. God.
Alright, so we're heading to... Thank you, baby.
Oh! Please inform the baby that he is wonderful and wonderful.
He's just whining.
Baby. Okay. If we're going to the I can definitely focus today. Alright. Heading towards Seeker. I won't have you guys roll another perception. He's not being stealthy. Actually being the opposite of stealthy.
24.
I said you didn't have to roll a perception.
Oh, okay.
But okay, this is fine.
They super duper see the goat.
Yep. The goat is currently sitting. I'm going to say there's like a small like fountain in the center, and he's sitting off to I can words. He's sitting like on a bench. Probably like on the opposite side of the fountain space. Not near the fountain because that's cold. But you know, just in the general area. Currently, it sounds like he's storytelling to literally not an audience. There is nobody else here. You know, for plot reasons, and also it is like 1 PM. People have work and, you know, other things that they have to do in 1 PM.
Could
but,
you see roll to see if they recognize the story?
Sure.
What would that be?
I suppose. History.
Okay, here we go.
Also, Avi, my beloved. No.
That's an unnatural one. They're just like, there's a bitch.
If you want to know Arata's like current thought, it's if Seeker is standing, the goal is to get him to sit on a bench and then put Tio in the Seeker's lap.
I will say he is currently sitting on a bench. Sitting on a bench. Because, you know, he's probably been out here for a while.
In that case, Arata kind of like makes a gesture, because like TOC is probably still on his shoulder. He's like offering to like take a hold of TOC so he can put them on Seeker's lap.
Yeah, they walk down your arm, just like you can just sort of hold them like a hamburger.
Hold gently like hamburger. With that in place, Arata just kind of walks over and just puts.
Do you want to roll a stealth to not be noticed?
That you know this man. You know this kid's. You know stealth modifier. Oh, that's disgusting. Okay.
That's a modified 2 from Seeker.
Like a man blasting a soup cracker.
Arata literally could not have failed this roll.
Arata literally could not have failed this roll, but he had to roll a 19 modified 28.
Alright, you don't even have to stealth that hard. Seeker is apparently fully focused on this goddamn story, and, you're literally standing right in front of him. He does not notice. TOC was absolutely correct about this fact.
Arata is reminded of the one time where he had to put Genie in Seeker's lap.
Oh, I forgot to do the thing I wanted to. Should have done that earlier. Anyway. Regardless.
Oops.
They can be saved. If you guys do want to get this man out of the cold. Anyway.
Yeah,
fucking cold out here. Because winter. Anyway.
Yeah, TOC, like, still held in Arata's arms, is going to roll for a blanket. Yeah, they pull that blanket out of their hammer space.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
Arata, would you like to put TOC in Seeker's lap?
Don't mind if I do.
Alright, there's this like a startled like little yelp from Seeker as he like as this chicken just flat out gets put in his lap and like he scrambles backwards slightly, but also there's now a chicken in his lap and he just kind of stares blankly at this chicken.
He may recognize
Arata
the chicken
sits
as the
down
chicken that
to
he's
the
been avoiding.
Seeker.
Yep, they're just staring up at him like, hey, Mitch. They take advantage of his surprise to put the blanket around his shoulders.
Hi.
Hey, Hi, Seeker.
Huh? And Seeker looks up from the chicken. Oh, hello. It's, fancy meeting you two here.
TOC pulls out their notebook again and sort of clicks the pen threateningly. You know how.
Seeker's expression goes to like a sort of expression, and oh, while you are here, I figured I should and Seeker, completely kind of ignoring the chicken in his lap, but still not moving the chicken out of his lap, takes this sort of wicker basket that he has, and kind of like holds it up and goes, yeah, take one of these. And inside the basket is around 20 snowballs. Each of them has a little toothpick sticking out for you to take.
TOC blinks because they do know this.
Arata takes one.
He's just like, is this food?
Oh, yes. You can eat it. Don't eat it in one bite. There is a special thing that happens if you, well, you should eat it, in 2 pieces.
Oh, there's something in this, isn't there?
There's a small little crumb smile.
I am sorry for the background noise. The baby is at it again!
Baby!
Goodness!
The baby!
Give me like 1 second.
Okay. I will say, TOC, you've also been offered, you've also been offered a snowball.
Yeah, they will take one begrudgingly, and they write, I haven't seen one of these since I was very young. Yeah, and they're just like, they're chomping into their snowball, just like...
Can you roll me a d20?
Absolutely.
7. A 7. Oh boy. TOC, you bite into your snowball. You have a very, strange taste in your mouth, and you look at it, and it is filled with flower petals.
They immediately munch down. Hell yeah. But yeah, they do actually, they look back up at Seeker and they go, well, no prize.
Hi, I'm back.
Hi. Would you also like to roll a d20 to chomp into this thing?
Yes. Alright, I got an 11.
An 11. You bite into your snowball. It is... It is... Hold on. It is... There is a slight spice that fills your mouth, as it is full of peppers.
Hang on. What's your con? What's your con?
Oh no.
Disappointed.
16. It is spicy, but it's not terribly spicy. Not unlike a certain takoyaki from your past. Anyway,
Jesus.
That's why I was dying anyway.
Oh my god. He kind of looks at it and he's like, huh. Now I know how he felt. I'm gonna roll a quick deceptions to see if he's like. I mean, I guess that's like. He is obviously taken aback by this. It's like.
Seeker is giving off like a little like, it's the knife cat face. But also he seems actually like, I shake my boy for words. He does seem like happy you actually took it and like ate it.
He's not gonna turn down free food. Especially from his friend.
I mean, TOC is literally eating one with flower petals in it.
Yeah, and enjoying it very much because they're a fucking chicken. And chickens actually do eat flowers.
I love that. It's cute.
Yeah.
God. Yeah, TOC just, like, looks surprised, but in a pleased way. This is probably the happiest that you've seen them all afternoon, Arata.
Aww.
You're just like, huh, I didn't know people still did this.
But like, yeah, Arata is like, sure are peppers.
Sure. I mean, at least you didn't get pine needles.
You put pine needles in one of these?
Oh, yes. I've also put, fish and tea leaves and, I believe it's called gum. There's also one with, bits of frozen fruit, and I think I put a whole muffin in one of those. And Seeker's looking down at the basket, with these snowballs in it.
Mm. TUC looks a little bit disappointed that they didn't get pine needles.
Oh, I love that. What was I gonna say? I think Arata kind of like just casually finishes the rest of the snowball. Looks in like TOC's direction, like, do you want to start or should I? And then just casually takes another snowball.
Do you want to roll me another d20?
Yes. No, I already got an 11.
Do you want to roll again?
Yes. Okay, that's a 9.
A 9. You pull out one of the snowballs and you bite into it. And you know those like those candies that have like the gum at the center? And like it always takes you off guard because you're not expecting it? Yeah. There's gum at the center.
Chewy.
Oh, net 20.
Oh shit. Oh fuck, was that for another snowball?
Yes.
Holy shit. TOC, you pull out a snowball and you bite into it, and there is nothing in this snowball.
They immediately look up at Seeker like, hey!
And Seeker kind of like, his face kind of perks up and he kind of like claps and goes, oh, yes. And, reaches into his bag and pulls out a little wooden figurine. Unfortunately, neither of you are the professor, so I can't have your history. Anyway, and it is of a little figure. It looks like someone wearing a mask with these like really, really big horns, that kind of like spiral upwards, and it looks hand carved, and he hands it to TOC.
They squint at it because this also seems not super familiar, but it's probably nothing. And they accept it very gravely.
God. Seeker just kind of goes offhandedly, just, blank ones, since they don't have anything in them, because it is a choking hazard if you put wood inside of a snowball,
Nods.
usually we just keep those ones blank, and then whoever gets the blank one just gets a little prize.
They nod. Like, yeah, they know.
God. Yeah, they know. Obviously.
And they ruffle their feathers and they look very pleased because they were a little bit nervous about this, but it seems to be going well. But they do, like, you can roll insight if you want on the chicken, and you have advantage.
15.
15. They look at you, Seeker, and you don't quite know why you feel a wave of foreboding, but sort of the gentle sort of level stare that they're giving you is danger.
He's fine. Don't worry about it. He's fine.
I'm fucking rolling insight. Bitch.
Holy shit.
That's
You
a
did
nat
not have
20.
to murder my boy like this.
That would be a nat
Get
20,
fucking
folks.
sniped.
Plus 7. That's a total of 27.
You just rolled 2 nat 20s in a row. Okay.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Seeker does not miss the sense of foreboding at the stare you leveled him. Does not miss it. Does not miss it in the slightest. No. You were right about one thing in activating a fight or flight signal. Currently, we're at the intermediate stage where he's unsure of what to do. But I make a vague hand gesture.
They're going to ready an action. Like, they sort of, like, fluff themselves up and, like, be sort of try to be comforting. But if he tries to get up, they're going to essentially roll a grapples check, but just to sort of, like, hang on.
Probably for the best.
I think Arata finally puts the bag on the ground by his feet, and he takes out Genie and just puts a Genie in his lap. Sir and Arata are sitting in solidarity. And he goes, so...
TUC will write something in their notebook, and when you look, Seeker, you say, "You have been responding to my letters less."
Yes, sorry. I've been having a little less time to write. I was busy on the road, you see.
That's a nat 20, friend.
No, he's lying. Through his fucking teeth.
Yeah, it's... They sort of just, like, blink, blink.
Seeker, shit, what were you going to say, Arata? Love that I, like, as soon as I start speaking, the words just leave my head. Arata just kind of, sighs and leans back, and he goes, I don't want to scare you. I'm going to be real with you. we're both worried about you.
You have scared both of us very badly.
Seeker is not giving me words, but it's just that, like, there's a oh fuck expression on his face. God. Oh, Seeker buddy. Why are you like this?
Hey, Seeker, can I ask you a question? Why do you see, why do you, like, talk about everything and the people around you like you're in a story?
Seeker blinks and sort of, like, kind of, furrows his brows a little bit. Well, everything's a story. Everything's a story. It's... Oh, words. Give me a second.
You're good, you're good.
Because I think I know where the sign of questioning is going.
Take your time.
I mean, you know what they say, life's a stage, and it's... Everything is a story. It can be told and retold.
I mean, you have a point, but that doesn't change the fact that, story or not, we're all just people, right? You get that.
Seeker kind of, like, nods, like, yeah?
And because we're all, like, people, that means we all need to be careful to make sure that we're all taking care of ourselves. Because if we don't, something could happen.
God. Okay. Well, something could technically happen at any time. That's just how things work.
Yeah, but it's a lot more painful when I'm trying to figure out how to put this into words. Sorry.
It's okay.
You're good, you're good.
But he's just like, it's a lot more painful when whatever it is that happens because you weren't at your well, healthiest, you know?
Seeker gives a nod, like, yeah?
TOC shovels in your lap
Okay.
until... Oh, sorry, Avi, you keep going if you have something.
I'm trying to debate whether or not Arata will say something. Because, oh boy. Well, it's a personal story, and, the baby is at it again. Aiden, no!
God. Baby has problems on purpose.
Yeah, but, like, the thing about it is, well, he just met TOC, so it's like, what do?
I think TOC is going to...
If TOC wants to do something while he's having, like, his...
Yeah, sorry. I hope that the lag is not on my end. Sorry, Avi. TOC, like, will get Seeker's attention, and they have written in their notebook, Seeker, my story has already come to an end. I died, but not before surviving all of my siblings. Not before losing my entire world, my family. I will not let that happen again. I have learned my moral. And I think I speak for both of us when we say we would not be able to do without you. Please tell us what's wrong. Why won't you take care of yourself as you should?
Ooh, I do not like that 10.
Sure is a 10.
Sure is a 10.
Sure is a 10.
Okay.
Can Arata do something?
Okay.
Like before, sorry, I'm just gonna keep the baby in my lap because he won't stop bothering me. So we're just gonna deal with this now. So if you hear baby noises, that's what's happening. Arata's going to take a deep breath, and he says, "Do you mind if I tell you a story? Like how I did, back when you were at the inn?"
Seeker's expression just a moment ago was like this he's wearing sunglasses, you can't see his eyes, but it had turned into like this very straight on neutral expression. But he does seem to like perk up at the welcome distraction of story time.
This is not a distraction. This is Arata's trying to make a point, but let's go.
Yeah. This man, he does not mind stories. The chicken gets subtly adjusted on the lap to be like, so you can like prop up like a knee and like put a hand on it, that sort of thing.
They still have that action readied.
Seeing that Seeker seems to be brightened up at the idea of a story, Arata reaches into his bag and he pulls out his deck of tarot cards, and he flips through them, looking for a very specific card until he finds it, and he looks it over, takes a deep breath, and he shows it to you. The card is of an image of a person holding two items in both hands. He is the card. The image of the person in the card is holding a sword in one hand and a set of scales in the other, and it is the Justice Arcana.
Justice!
Magic, I think you know going.
I do!
I do not, but I am very excited.
And Arata goes, I knew this guy. He was a year older than me, and he was a famous detective where we lived. Everybody knew his name, and he was everywhere. Like, you couldn't walk down the street without seeing his picture in a newspaper. And he was always smiling and laughing. But the thing is, this detective, he was a very good liar. Hi, Aiden. Baby's interrupting me. I'm sorry, guys.
Avi about to tell this super serious story. Baby.
He was a very good liar. Oh no, he is wrestling in my arms. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to set him down somewhere. Give me like 1 second, guys. I am so sorry.
It's okay.
You're good.
Oh boy, my boy has so many emotions. My boy has so many emotions.
Oh, for God's sakes. Leo, please. No! You ate your supper. I cannot describe the look this cat is giving me. If it's not babies, folks, it's cats.
God.
He's just sitting there, menacingly.
Alright, sorry about that. Where was I? He was a good liar, right? And I mean, he was a very, very good liar. Because for all his smiles and all the things he's done and all the attention and, well, everything being it gave him, he was unhappy. And he was the most miserable person I have ever met. And I didn't know till it was too late. And I wish from the bottom of my heart that I had known. Because if I had, maybe I could have. Maybe I helped him. Maybe he could have been put on the right track. And, Arata takes a deep breath. And he lowers the card. And he goes, "So I hope you can understand when I say that I want to make sure you're okay. I mean it. Because I can't lose somebody again."
Seeker buddy. Okay. Hi. This is also me magic dying because, God, Arata, my beloved.
Yeah, the only reason that TOC has not swept Arata into a hug is that they're weighing down Seeker. Fuck, that's a 5.
I shake my fist at the dice gods. Please!
How do I want to interpret this 5?
Also, by the way, Avi, fucking excellent voice work. Like, hey, not to take us out of the narrative, but that was fucking great voice work.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm actually crying.
Oh, no.
Take a drink of some
If you
water.
want to know something about me, I get very in tune with my character's emotions. To the point, I will start crying even if they aren't. So yeah.
Oh, this 5.
I'm looking at it. Magic, please.
I know how I want to interpret this 5, and you're all going to hate me for it. But it is good in this moment because Seeger just kind of lets out a sigh. All right. What do you need?
I need to make sure that this baby stops making noise.
Oh, baby.
Aiden, there's a reason why I put that there. Please stop messing with it.
TC will write honesty and show it to Seeker.
All right. I can certainly try my best on that front.
Sometimes the best is all we can ask for.
TUC, actually, they start to sign something, and they stop, and they start to scribble for a while in their notebook, and when they show it to you both, it says, "You remind me of one of the children in the village where I originated. They used to call him a liar because that was his favorite hobby." He was very good at it, but in order to make sure he was okay, people needed to look very closely.
I lay down on the ground. Okay.
I'm causing you so much pain.
Don't worry about that roll. Don't worry about it.
I'm worried about that roll.
Jesus H. Christ.
Don't worry about it. Anyway.
I'm worried about the rolls.
Can TC roll another insight?
Sure. This is not the lore. God damn.
$25.
Wow. I can't believe my boy is being bullied. God. Also, I will say, at some point, do we want to take a break because we have been going for a while?
Oh fuck! It's been an hour and a half.
Give me a sec, because I need to take a break right now because the baby got himself stuck.
Oh boy!
Give me a sec.
Avi, go figure that out, please.
All
Avi,
right.
my beloved.
We'll be taking a break, folks. I should get some water.
Oh, yes, please.
God, Fuck, are we going down that road, though?
Fuck, are we?
I don't know! Once again, the fucking characters have taken the reins away from us.
Anyway, I'm gonna be right back. Gonna go get a water refill.
Same.
Actually drink some water. I'll be back.
Bye, guys. Aiden William. Yeah, I just added a bit of emotions. Don't worry about it. Hi, yeah, comment. There's a lot going on between the Fool Arcana and the Justice Arcana about it.
Hi. I'm back.
Hi.
I'm eating a muffin.
Hello.
Hi.
Man alive.
Casually bullies Comet because Comet knows aberration investigator.
Man.
Bullies you with the Zoomy lore.
Bullies you with secret lore.
Bullies you with the TOC lore. This is
There's a lot.
This is the Spider-Man meme. God.
We all just square up on Comet.
Like, listen, I pointed out there, I blame them.
Excuse me?
You started this!
Listen, we will have to...
You started this war! Plunge Skyrim into chaos!
In order to figure out who fucking started it, we would have to sift through literally thousands of messages over DMs by now.
No! You started... You motherfucker! Anyway.
I have no recollection of these events.
Anyway. Where were we?
Oh, TUC had just, done an insight on Seeker. And
God,
it was 25.
I still don't know what to do with this. Fuck. I still don't know what to do with this 26 to history. Why did you roll so high? Why did you roll high on any of the rolls I wanted you to? This is a roll I wanted you to fail! Ah! Anyway, TOC gets a look of... That nickname seems familiar. And that is it.
Huh. So that's weird. But it's not what they're talking about right now, so they're just gonna file that away in their little chicken brain.
I dangle lore above all of your heads. Anyway.
I feel like I know this lore.
Anyway,
Do you? How?
Anyway.
do you?
I look to that one FPS between professor and special guest. Anyway.
Oh yeah. Anyway.
Anyways.
Yeah. What were we doing before that? Something about needing Seeker's honesty?
Yes.
Yeah.
That he asked what they needed from them, what they needed from him, and TOC answered honesty. And then they went into a little anecdote about someone from their village.
Mm-hmm. I do a nod. Like,
Indeed.
I think after that, Arata kind of just takes a deep breath. This is kind of probably to like reset himself because Justice Arcana looks into the distance. Anyway, so he takes a deep breath, trying to like calm down a bit, and he goes, "Is there a reason why you're not, taking as good care of yourself as you should be?"
Seeker blinks and goes, well, I have a job to do.
Your job does not outweigh your well-being, your person.
Arata goes, Arata agrees with TOC, and he goes, is this job being, a storyteller?
Yes, it is.
Seeker, what if something happened to you? Who's going to tell stories if you're not there to tell them?
The question was, who's going to tell stories if he's not there to tell them? Correct?
Yeah.
Well, I have been writing them down and sending them to Avian. Just small books. Second store of knowledge, those sort of things.
And in between your storytelling and your writing, at any point have you ever just taken a break? Just stop and try to center on yourself?
Why would I need to do that?
Because
I mean, I spend a lot of time doing things I like, so I don't really...
Yes. Okay. Let me put it this way. What happens when there is non-stop action in a story, just back to back to back to back with no sign of ever stopping? What happens? What do you think happens?
It turns out boring and dull, and it loses the reader's interest, which is why downtime is very important.
Downtime is very important, yes. Seeker, what you're doing, just doing this non-stop telling stories, you are not allowing yourself downtime. You need to take a break and relax and take care of yourself, because if you don't, it's going to drag on and you are going to drag yourself along, and it's not good. Not for you, and not for those are going to worry about you, because you're going to be, well, in threads. Do you get it?
Shake my boy. Seeker gives like. Mm-hmm.
TOC will they are nodding along to Arata the entire time he's speaking. Like, yes, this is a wild, wise child. But they when he stops, they also interject again in plain language. Nothing is allowed to happen to you. If I can be selfish for a second, it would hurt too much to lose another family member the way I've lost them before. And I think I can very comfortably speak for Arata, for the Professor, for Nebula, for all of the vast range of people who love you so dearly. We couldn't bear it, Seeker. Don't do that to us.
You're a storyteller, Seeker. But even storytellers deserve a happy ending. They deserve an intermission.
God, shake my boy more. Seeker, let's out a sigh. I suppose you're correct. You cannot see, but I just had a hand over my face that I just slightly dragged down. Seeker, why do you keep giving me hand gestures? No one can see them. God damn it.
Arata just if all the world is story, I would hate to see yours come to a premature end. Can you at least tell us why? Question you had, Arata, please. Can you? Is there a reason why you don't? Why do you like? I'm trying to put it into words, and all I'm getting is a frustration feedback. Give me a second.
It's okay.
Words.
Words hard.
TOC has a little bit more if you want a little bit of extra time to think. No pressure.
Yeah, go ahead.
TOC is just... like... imagine forcing anyone else to do what you have been doing to yourself. Forcing someone to tell stories for 12 hours straight. Forcing someone to hold a flame that's going to burn them. Not letting someone be careful of iron that will hurt them. Would that be fair to do to me? To Arata?
No?
I don't see a difference.
You're
I don't
not.
see why you would be different.
We're all equals here, Seeker. You're not lesser or than any of us just for being. Just for being. You're a person. We all care about you very much. Not as another character, but as a friend.
God, I still shake my boy. God damn it. You're going to murder me when I tell you what that 5 is. Okay. Anyway.
Magic, I would like to, remind you of, he who other plans.
Yeah, that does have to do with what that 5 is.
Yeah. I was expecting that. And, Arata goes. Do you need help taking care of yourself? Do you need, like, reminders or something? Just taking it one step at a time. I used to do that with my sister.
No, I do not. I believe I understand the point you're trying to make.
Roll insight.
Yeah, same.
Sure?
Because I'm just... Because I hear that I'm like, do you?
Also, double talk.
Oh, god fucking damn it.
It's a 10. Jesus, TOC. Also a 10.
10 and only 10. 10 and only a 10.
Wait,
you...
I forget if
10 and...
Does TOC have, advantage on the boy?
No.
Yeah.
Nope. No one does.
Mm-hmm.
For reasons. Anyway. I mean... I will admit, even with those 10s, it'll probably take time for, shit to fully sink in, but, like... He's at that resigned state of, like, yeah.
This isn't a punishment, Seeker. This is... If the tables were turned, if we were outsiders looking in, which we're not, we would want to see you at your best. but your best is not run yourself thin.
God, why is he giving me more facial features? That doesn't help. There's kind of like another word machine. I
Shakes.
shakes him. I understand. In that case, we should probably get out of the cold then, yeah?
TOC
Arata
will
glances towards TOC.
TOC will walk up Seeker's arm and sit on his shoulder.
You do that. I'm not gonna have you roll. You are just sitting on Goatman's shoulder. Are you sitting on the left or the right side?
Is out of character, is there one shoulder or the other that would be better?
One side has a lot of hair, the other side doesn't. That's why I asked.
They'll probably go for the side without hair so they can continue to see his expression.
Cool. You still get hit by a fluffy ear, though. Anyway.
They're resigned to it.
If I am being forced to take care of myself, should probably get out of the cold and probably into a bed. Sort of like stands up, stretches a little bit.
Do you want to head to the last one in?
Seeker kind of like, God, I can't say he blinks. You can't see his fucking face.
I mean, technically TOC
He just looks in Arata's direction.
Technically TOC is behind the glasses.
No, they're boxed.
Alright.
They have like really thick like borders to them, so they can block out sunlight from that direction too. Because sunlight sensitivity, they need to be pretty covered. And yeah, we can go to the last ones in. Do you know what direction that is?
TOC looks at Avi, Shamebox for me, I guess.
Avi too.
TOC looks at Arata, who lives at the last one in. Like, don't look at them, they thought it was a cafe at first.
Casually does a quick survival check. Yep, alright. Don't worry, he does.
No, what goddamn
quick survival.
You're a menace to society.
And he just nods and says, yeah, I do.
Good. For some reason, no matter how much time I spend in this town, I can never seem to figure out the street names.
This place is pretty big.
It is. I mean, I'm not the best at interpreting maps, I'll be honest. Oh, I actually have... There was a time I was in Villestown that I completely got lost to the point someone had to go help me. And Seeker's like kind of motioning for Arata to start walking. By the way, yeah, blanket around the shoulders. Because it is cold out here. It is cold out here. He's not wearing a shirt. He's wearing a poncho and gloves.
Boy.
Not exactly winter wear. Anyway.
So the baby is back in my lap.
Hello, baby. But, yeah.
Yeah, it like
Arata's probably going to lead the way then,
scene change.
or at the very least, yeah, he's trying to keep pace, with Seeker just to make sure that like Seeker,
Doesn't run off.
doesn't run off.
I will say, it has been 2 hours. We can do one last thing, or we could end it off here.
I have a mind for one last
Because
thing.
it has technically been 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm one last thing, but I do have something pretty soon after this, so
Oh shit.
Sorry, bud.
I'm good if we yeah.
Sorry, this is very long. One last thing?
Well, you're fine. Yeah, one last thing.
Can
At the
I
last one in.
before we get to the last one in, can I get a perception check from both of you?
Sure.
Yes. Finally, a roll that is not
22.
18, 22. While Seeker is kind of like rambling off about stories that is definitely not a mental distraction from anything. Don't worry about it. There are haphazardly placed across some of the streets of Toontown are just idle posters. Idle posters.
Oh no. Oh no.
And one of them, like, usually they're like bounties, like missing posters, wanted posters. And one of the missing posters catches both of your eyes. I can send it in the chat because I did do a doodle of it, and I think Avi, you saw it because you were looking in the Gen Talkie chats.
No, I think I know what it is because I saw an announcement earlier, so
Oh right, yeah. Forgot about that. Anyway, there is a wanted poster. That it's moderately standard size. And on it has a picture of a satyr. It's only the portrait. So like there's a general height, age range somewhere from late teens, young adults, can't be much older. And the satyr on the picture is strikingly familiar. God, the baby. I'm sorry. It's okay. I'm just like, oh, baby. And God, I totally have mindset for this. There's a satyr. It's done in pencil, but they have this sort of like neutral face. They don't look good. They look a little bit malnourished. They're staring kind of blankly at what if this was like a picture, it would be staring blankly at the camera. And they have very long and messy looking hair. Definitely a bit overgrown, need of a trim. And a faint scar line around the neck. This satyr looks awfully familiar. I don't know if I've described this properly, but yeah. We can end it off there. Seeker did not notice this poster, by the way. We can end it off there to pick up back on another time, because it has been 2 hours, and I don't want to keep off any longer.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it's either you guys notice it on the way back, or like going like later on, you can both see this poster. But yeah.
Yeah. All right. In that case, hi, Aiden. Oh, you just hit my face. In that case, thank you very much, everybody, for listening.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I have a baby in my arms.
Yeah. Thank you everyone for listening. And we'll see you all next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.